These domestic terrorist individuals have been playing me awfully close last few days, and I'm not sure how often they can hear me, but only one, I call him the local yokel, can hear me. It's not like they can all hear me as a team and talk trash. So they tend to be more quiet even when only one can hear me, and I always suspected that he was local, and that's why. But I'm not sure. I'm still not sure. I would imagine that's the case. Within the first 3 months, there was a point. One of them said, "Payday, do you know I can't hear you?" Because they were being awfully quiet, and only one was talking, and he was repeating anything that I said that was of any significance, like blah 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 about so and so or such and such, if it involved yada yada yada, or a thingamajig in the whatchamacallit, in the doohickey, such and such. You know what I mean? Anything that I said that might have been of any import, they repeat it, or just if it was funny, they'd repeat it. But I would, anything that I was saying, look how big that star got. Anything that I was saying just normally off the cuff, they wouldn't bother repeating it. And that's how it's been mostly all day. This morning I had a very harrowing, damn, look at that. I told you they were playing me close. You ain't never seen no shit. You ain't never seen no fucking star that close shot with a camera. I had a very harrowing experience this morning. They were trying to let me know that this thing is forever, and sorry, they said, you won, Payday, you're going to be famous, $40 million, you're going into history books, and so all this other shit, like shit that it's real, it should be real, that should be the case. You're the first to do it ever, we're on your side, Payday, we had to do it, we had to, I love you. Very human, very human pretending to be robot, and robot acting human in return. I get a lot of it, there's a lot of it. And then it was only followed by a nanoparticulate of greater size, almost to let me know, and from a psychological standpoint, that it wasn't by any means subtle. They let me know with a meta lens, I would call it, I guess, whatever it is, nano lens of big proportion, that they were actually not, of course, again, not serious about retreating and leaving me alone. And that was just a narcissistic extreme to extreme. We're going to gang stalk you for life in your eye particulate. That's what that was. And then from there it just got worse. They were letting me know that no matter what I did, I could not stop the mind read, okay? I'm covering up, and it happens every so often, every few months. I'm covering up, I'm doing everything that I know that I'm able to do. Everything that I know, basically, that's in my possession and immediate resource, and they're still letting me know that they can read me very clearly, and as soon as I say something they can repeat it instantly. But see, that's a trick that the devil's going to play on you. They can always, this system is such that it's inside you, and there's a few things that can make an exception. This system can always read your immediate thoughts, always. What it can't do is always read continuously, and it can tell many times when it's going to run out, and that's when they get into panic mode and they start reading exactly what you're saying immediately to make you think it's hopeless and helpless. So it's like, man, there's no use. You'll be all covered up with everything you thought that worked, but they can still read you because that's residual, you see. There's nothing you can do to stop them from reading you instantly, with maybe a few exceptions, one or two exceptions that I know of. Nothing you can do to make them unable to read you instantly. They always have runoff. There's always residual, and that's when they pipe it up. So it's a psychological trick to make you think, no, I can still read you, buddy. Well, it's just residual, and they have a clock many times on that, on when it's going to run out. Okay, and that's what that was today. And it was just there was a certain point at which I just said, you know what, this is silly. I've done this so many times. I know what's going to happen. And here I got up from where I was sitting, and there was a beam of light, and it was a very awkward, out of place beam of light, and it had a little it's slit. It went in and then back out again. It just was unnatural. Right where I was sitting, There was three of them. You know exactly where I was sitting. Now, I made this video for that purpose, to let you know that you're using Li-Fi in part, among other things. They're using light. They're doing all this with light. They're observing your thoughts with light. They're making these potty weapons are probably most likely light, or they're RF of some sort, but they use light. They're making America have to go to the bathroom. They've changed the bathroom habits of America. There's diapers on the store shelves, and they're labeled underwear, and there's adults on there. They've infantilized the American adult population. They've taken our children, and you know how they've done it? They've infantilized the adults, and now they got the children, because they already, you know, it's a joke. They turned this country into little babies. It's so sad. And I'm not even saying that I'm any better, you know, we all have felt the effects of this. We've all been infantilized and inculcated into a learned helplessness state of mind. That's how they want you, dependent. They need you to be dependent. Okay? Now, I feel sorry for those people saying, Payday, won't you make more music? I'm sorry. And they're feeling sorry for me. No, I feel sorry for you, bud. I'm sorry that your life is so fucked up that you can't acknowledge and come to grips with what's around you and analyze yourself and understand this pertains to you as well. It's not just me. It's not me. I'm showing you what's on you and what's to come. I'm a canary in the coal mine, if you will. Lights on, rats out. If it don't apply, let it fly. I'll rape you later, Cape Crusader.